both of them.
Who are your top tips?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's a burning question.
No, it is. The questor becomes the questee.
Yeah, indeed.
You flip reverse
Turning
now,
it upon you.
You've made me look very Kate Thorne.
Yes, that's how I roll.
Beanbag, we're joined here with Scroobius Pip. It's been a while, I have to say.
It's been at least a couple of weeks, isn't it?
I'm a mess without you.
Yeah, it's been emotional for me.
Have you actually missed me though?
I haven't known what to do. I've been walking around my hometown of Stamford, just lost. In a dressing gown with a White Russian drink, not a Russian
I know.
with me.
Well, I don't know. What can you say? But it's remedied now because we're together again.
Thank Christ.
No, not a minute too soon. But the last time we saw you was at 2008.
Yeah.
What have you been up to since then?
Well, I've been just reminiscing a brilliant festival. Everyone else I spoke to said it was the worst festival ever to happen, but I fed a rhino. I got to see some nice people. I had a great time. But since then, just been doing loads of festivals. I've been to Japan to play Fuji Rocks. Got back a couple of days ago. That was nice. The Japanese are a delightful people. Yeah.
So polite, aren't they?
Very polite and very nice. Just I really enjoyed it. It was nice. A nice crowd, nice people. I've got to buy a T-shirt that's futuristic. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera.
Rocket Boy or whatever
it's Atomic Boy.
Atomic Boy, God.
I don't know if camera will pick up that it goes from his internal organs to his actual outside. I don't know if that's picking up at all.
But not the insides of a real boy.
Not the insides of a real boy, thank Christ. If Christ is in fact to blame.
I don't know. I think we'll draw a line under that.
I think we will, yeah. Otherwise, it could get messy accusations.
No, that's fair enough.
Towards the Catholic Church, all that kind of thing always goes too far.
And young boys also. That's
exactly.
another hot spot. So we'll let that alone. Now, we were talking last time about kind of, well, to bracket it, good hip hop and bad hip hop, if you like. Now, quite recently, there's been a big trend in sort of mashups, kind of dance mashups, basically. Yes. So you've got a bit of vocals that have been just sliced over a dance track.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that started mainly with Wiley, and then Skepta, and then Example's been doing it for a little while, and that seems to be moving more in that direction. And obviously, that's crossed very much over into the mainstream, the pop market.
Definitely.
Do you think it's a good thing, and do you think it's kind of hip hop?
I think I don't know. I don't think it's the whole having to categorise everything and put everything in a genre. That Wiley track surprised me because I'd previously heard him just on more grime tracks and a lot more flow. That actual track has got like about 4 lines in it, I think. But it's really good.
But they're not even 4 original lines though, aren't they? They're lines from a previous Wiley track that some DJ thought.
Oh really? Yeah. Well, that's all right though. If it gets him the coverage and gets him exposure, fair play to the lads.
It seems to have sort of rebooted his career.
It does. It seems to have brought him out because I think he'd been left behind a bit by Dizzy, and then like earlier in the year, Bizzle had started to blow up really big, and I thought Wiley was one of them original 3 kind of thing that everyone was putting the hopes of the grime scene on, and he seemed to have been left behind. But then all of a sudden, he's come out with that, which has eclipsed in a way, or not eclipsed, but shot him up there to join them in orbit.
You're playing an in-store today at Rough Trade. Yes. You've done a couple of in-stores because you've had a single launch.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about that.
A single came out yesterday. It's Let From God to Man. It samples a Radiohead, and we got Clearance. It's got a remix by Nigel Goodrich, who produces Radiohead. Just some good stuff. We did an in-store today's in-store is at Rough Trade. We did an in-store yesterday at Pure Groove. An Example popped along, who you mentioned just now. So it all kind of ties in.
There you go. And he's in your video, is he not?
He's in the video, and I was on his he did a little mixtape album, and I did a track with him, so we got him in our video, and we're going back and forth.
This is a letter from God to man. It says, "Hey there, how's it going? Long time no see."
Scroobius Pip, anyone you are tipping for the future?
There's a lot of really good people. Peggy Sue and the Pirates they've been around for a while, and they're finally putting out their debut album EP thing, and that's coming out soon. They're really good. Gideon Conn is a boy genius. He's a very odd lad, but he's absolutely amazing. So I generally, for my top tips, I use my MySpace top friends as my top tips. So I only have bands in there. I don't actually have my actual friends. Some of the bands are my friends, and not to say it's horrible, but no, yeah, I generally put who I think is good and upcoming in there. So check that out at myspace.com/ScroobiusPip.
Scroobius Pip, it's a pleasure as always. I don't really know when I'm going to see you again, and I don't want to think like that because obviously, you know, just get upset.
Don't know when. It will happen sometime though, I believe.
Should we just hug because it's not going to?
I'm not comfortable with that.
Well, we'll turn the camera off, yeah.
There's a weight over me today, something I have to say. I love you too much to leave, don't like you enough to stay. My head's in a mess and I'm stressed, but I guess it's a test in the quest for happiness. My rest of that mess, so I bet just acquiesce, even though I've grown tired of you. Nothing meant to sound spiteful, I just try to be insightful when I rock all my emotions in a novel.